no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Mayo. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, running back gets to give. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name.
There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The RPO, it's complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Looking for room, it's Edwards. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. Smashes ahead. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the play fake. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oregon's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people really excited.
Breaks into the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle is finally made.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the lone running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. They'll try to run for it. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks are rolling down the field. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. To the air. It's Dampier. They'll run the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense. Dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Mayo. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Edwards. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Quick release on the RPO. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the red zone, it's Edwards. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. That brings them to within 1.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's a heat. Extending the play. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Deep shot for the end zone. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Not a chance. Missed it. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. They'll go hurry up here. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to throw it. Release to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Oregon.
Back to pass, it's Dampier. Snagged in the middle, it's Hunter. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Mississippi State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He leaves it with his back. Crosses the 30, he's got a leg. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Complete downfield. He gets it down to the 30-yard line and time. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Blue Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Dropping back, it's Dampier. That's caught, it's Dickey. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Target this time. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the... They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Spins away. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you've got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him. You
can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Dampier. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. The Ducks line it up with a first and goal. They want to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Intercepted to stop the threat. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play of the drive wants to throw. Moving away from pressure. The throw. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's time on the clock. Keep trying to score.
To the air, it's Dampier. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Ducks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time